Alright guys, welcome back to another PGA Tour 2K21 video, and once again we're going to play early 1981's World of Golf Society event. So it's the Bowerbrook Open. Now I've read some of the messages on the Discord server. This course is quite tricky, so I'm excited to check it out, see how we get on. Last week we finished -12 with a bunch of other people, but we did win the Pinnacle event at least. I think the nearest to me was 9 under. The Pinnacle leaderboard being the top league, I think, in the whole thing. So that was nice to at least be top of that one, but we really did have a few chances to get to that -13. But I think if you spoke to everybody who finished at -12, we'd all say the same thing. So can't complain too much. But yeah, let's get into this round. As always, really do appreciate your support. It does mean a lot, and as I said, hopefully we can have a good round here again. But yeah, I've heard this course is tough, so it's going to be interesting to see.
My name's John. Good to see you. We have a single round event.
Right, so we're starting with a par 3. That's rare. You don't get that too often.
I suggest
we're going to be a little bit in between clubs as well.
To that pin. Tap
Maybe just the 4-iron might reach. Oh, I think it might, but it's not going to be the easiest of opening shots, you have to say. That wind is really taking that left. I'm surprised because it was only 6 miles an hour. In the end we had plenty of club actually. Plenty of club. But I'm surprised that one went so far left. But you're always going to struggle to get a close on this first hole. See if we can give this putt a good chance. It's a decent effort. Oh, and it just catches the edge. And if you look at my swing line, I think that might have been in if it weren't for the fact that I pulled it.
Let's move on.
The round I played earlier in the week on my own society event, actually, I was doing that a lot. I think I would have had that putt, because that was a big pull to the left at the top of the swing. It's a pity. That could have got us going early there.
And on this one, the wind is picked up.
I need to watch that. I was doing that on Monday, as I said, with that round in my own society. There's a little bit of a slow. Are we going to get away with it?
Take that tee shot. Looks good.
Looks like we are. Yeah, it kicks back nicely to the left. It's going to leave us an awkward enough lie, though, I think.
Shot here on the second hole.
Can't reach anyway. It's a long, long par 5. There's no point in really even hitting 3-wood here. Slope going one way, but the wind should bring us back, which it does. We'll miss the bunkers, thankfully. I think that took a funny kick to the left. Just about pulls up, thankfully. Probably a pitch from there, I would say. It's getting a little bit in between. Hopefully this is the right choice. Put a tiny fast on it, but hopefully that shouldn't make too much of a difference. That should spin. Whoa, it didn't generate any spin. I nearly had max spin on that and it didn't come back at all. And I need to hold a decent putt now. We don't want a par 5. That was really what cost us last week when we shot 12 under to tie the lead. I think I parred 2 of the par 5, so you can't do that. You really can't afford to do that. Once again, that's a horrible putt line, but just about goes in. Horrible, horrible putt line. It's rare. Usually my putt line is decent, and it's the other swings that I struggle to keep it straight, but not at the moment. We'll be alright. We won't worry about it too much. We'd all love to swing straight and hit perfects all the time, but it's just not possible, so there's no point in getting too worked up about it. It's a gorgeous drive there, though. Once again, probably going to leave a pitch. Hopefully this time we can hit it a little bit closer. Going to have to be a bit of a partial, though, unfortunately. And you know what happens when you try and hit them sometimes. It's tough to get it right. Should be pretty decent. Oh, it's more than decent. It's pretty good indeed. Pretty good indeed.
Setting up here with a 4-foot putt. This one's tracking.
Nice and firm.
Good,
Take
John,
away
you're
that
away to quite
break.
a little streak
It's
here.
2 birdies in a row.
in a row.
Two par
Sitting
5s we
at
have
2
on the
under
front
for the
9.
round.
We've took care of one of them. Hopefully the other one will take care of itself as well.
You got a right to left cross breeze going on this hole.
Oh, geez, you won't get a much narrower fairway than this one. Need a good drive here. That is pretty good. That should be perfect. And it is perfect.
Nothing wrong with that. We've got about 120
I
yards
wouldn't like to be hitting that drive on Master or Legend difficulty. Wouldn't be too nice to look at, I have to say. The nerves would be jangling. Pretty good strike. Once again, I'm very surprised how far this 6 mile an hour wind is moving the ball. I felt like I was aiming a good bit right at the pin, and look where I finished on the other side.
Here.
It seems to be moving a lot more than a 6 mile an hour wind should, but could be just me misjudging it. But
Well, the putt appears to be online.
we do make that one as well, so it's 3 birdies in a row to start.
Do.
After the par on the first hole. Excuse me.
And after that one, you've brought your score down.
So far, so good, but I think it could be a couple of holes on the back nine people were talking about that are quite tricky. So we'll wait and see for them.
All right, ready to go here on the 5th hole.
Right, another par 3. As always, I always forget to check the conditions, but I feel like so far the greens have been pretty firm, so I feel like that would be too much. Okay. Slight bit of de-loft on this one. If that finishes right at the flag, it should kick on nicely. Did get a nice firm hop. Yeah, luckily we didn't hit the 5 iron. It would have been too long.
Another green and rag. I'm liking it. And here we go, potential birdie.
I missed that one.
Ooh,
I missed that one. I was meant to hit that
Just
firmer
3
just like the
feet
last
left.
hole, and I didn't. That's
All
my
right,
own fault.
Let's get to the next.
It was either a case of giving it more break or hitting a firmer, and I was going for the firm
Keep
one.
you at 3 under par.
But I didn't hit a firm enough, not nearly firm enough. That should have been 4 in a row. That's a bad mistake.
Right, put this one out in the fairway.
Oh, drivable par 4 though to make up for it. Don't need to hit all of this is the thing. Okay, let's see if we can get this on the green. Give ourselves a chance of an eagle. .98, that might still be too long.
Drive's looking good.
Needed a little bit less than that. It's probably going to go off the back, which might benefit me. Is it going to go off?
Here's
Just
our
about.
second shot on the 6th.
Just about. What do we hit here? Ooh. Should be pretty good. Oh, nearly in the hole. It's a good shot. We'll take the birdie.
Tap and be on our way.
Just hit the drive a fraction
Working
hard.
there
Got
today, that's
98%. I was looking
birdie
for
so
more
far.
in and around, I'd say 93 or 94. But tough to judge that, particularly
now
on the
you are at
PS5.
4
No real
under par
haptic
for the
feedback, so we'll take it. It should be 5 under after what we did on the previous hole, but
Heads up, winds blowing left
we'll
to
have
right
to settle
here.
for what we have. Second of the par 5s, once again a very long one. I don't think we can reach this. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I don't think I could reach anyway.
Lined up in the fairway off the
Just trying to hold it back to get a little bit more power.
And here's our
In the
second
end, hit a
shot
red
on
fast.
the 7th.
I was a bit silly because I don't think no matter what we did there, we weren't going to reach. So it's just a layup one way or another, innit?
Nice. This is what our 3rd shot's looking like.
You want to make sure you don't land right at this pin anyway. Should be pretty decent.
This one's looking pretty dialed.
It's again the wind taking it a long way offline.
There we go.
Surprised.
That's cooking on this approach. This could take you to 5 under.
Let's see, get up and down with the pitch, and we will make a birdie. 5 birdies in the last 6 holes. Obviously, we'd love to birdie both 8 and 9, but be hoping to birdie at least one of them. 10 under through 11 and 10 under through 12 leads the way.
And here we go. Let's see what happens here on the 8th.
Good try, but once again, a horrible little pull at the top. I've said it before, it's hard when you're doing something like that to actually fix it, because you can even feel like you're swinging the other direction to counteract it, and it'll still pop up like that. So there's very little you can do to fix it. You just have to let it fix itself, sort of is my way of looking at it. Whoa, that slope really took me out to the right. Look at that, I'm surprised again that that's gone that far offline. There was a severe enough slope there, but
you get a bird.
Felt like I was aiming well out to the left. Just not judging anything really that well this round so far. I'm going to need to hold a challenging putt. What do you swing in this one at the hole? Don't think I've hit that. Oh, I did hit it. It's a good putt.
Fancy,
I thought for a second I didn't quite give that all of it. So that's a great putt to hole.
6 under par.
And that makes up for the short one we missed on the par 3. I can let that one go now eventually. I'll let it go now. 6 under par through 8.
And here we have a lovely par 4 ahead of us.
I have to say the holes so far though have been beautiful. I really have. As I said, a few people were complaining about the course in the Discord service. Obviously that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I wouldn't begrudge anybody for complaining about a course. We don't all have to like them, but so far so good. And this is a beautiful course, or a beautiful hole, I should say.
Oh man, just
should be perfect. It is. I was watching there for an extra second or two because I was worried I might run out of fairway, but in the end, no such problem. It's again decent strike. I allowed a little bit more that time for the wind because I haven't been judging it right. Judged it right that time, though. It's a perfect shot.
Nice work. That's a good little approach shot.
A perfect shot. Okay, and we did birdie the 8th and 9th hole. I said I would have settled for one of them, but we birdied both, so
after that
could very easily have been, as I said, 8 birdies in a row, but we started to stall one on the field there on that 8th hole, so it evened itself out, I think.
On this one.
Long enough par 4 by the look of it. Just have to get this drive and play it. Looks like everything is going to kick to the left from here. Hope I'm not wrong on that.
Nice swing on that.
Just try and draw it around that corner a little bit. This should be good. Yeah, you can really see it there now. There is quite a slope. I was just worried about that bouncing down to the left.
And 4 strokes off the lead.
This pin is sort of in an awkward place. You sort of want to be putting above it really, but it's again a little bit in between. I feel like that's not enough. The next one might be too much. So a bit aloft. Severe slope at our feet again. It's a good strike. I think it's coming back, I hope.
Bounce to the left.
Really good for distance. But of course, that time when I played for the slope, it didn't move. It's typical, isn't it? When you don't play for it, they don't move. Or I should say, when you don't play for it, they do move, and vice versa. And now this has left us. This is as tough a putt really gets. Really, you can't be too aggressive at this, or I'll end up a mile away again. still didn't
it's
give it
going
enough.
right by the
Wow.
hole, isn't it? This one's just a 3-foot putt.
That was a tough putt, to be fair. Really,
That's in
really
there
tough.
for par.
For a putt of that distance to be breaking that much, not easy to get it right. Excuse me.
So that'll keep you at 7 under for the round.
I think having looked at that scorecard briefly there, I think we have 2 par 5s on the back 9 as well. You can start to see the scoring starting to mellow out a little bit. I mean, 10 under was leading after 10 or 11 holes there.
Hole
So
number 11 coming up.
the back 9 is going to be tougher. This par 5 should be reachable, hopefully. Hit a little bit of a slow on it there, but I think the wind is going to help us out. And we'll kick back down to the left. That'll do nicely. Oh my goodness. You don't see that too often. Bunkers built into greens. It's something I actually like. I think it's providing they put the pins in the right places. It's quite a nice feature. There's actually a course. I can't quite think of where it is, but there is a course in Ireland that has something similar to that as well, that I have played myself.
That's bold, using the driver off the
Tried
fairway.
to take a little bit off of that. Just couldn't do it. You know, that's not bad. We've sort of took that bunker out of
Setting
play.
up in the green side rough.
Pitch and wedge should be good here. Oh, that needs to slow down. Wow. That's the problem. Sometimes
birdie
hitting a
putt
pitch and
coming
wedge
up.
chip or an iron chip, they just don't quite know how much they're going to run out. But I think the mistake there for me was, now that I think of it, I didn't look at the lie I had in the rough. I was assuming it was heavy rough, which I think it was, but maybe it wasn't. So that seemed to come out a lot better than I thought it would.
It could be a good one.
But it's okay. We've made the
We're
putt,
marking
thankfully.
down a birdie on that one. Nice.
Made the putt. Nice par 5, that one. As I said, it's not for everybody, but
And after that one, you are at
if they put
8
if they
under
put the
par.
pins in correct positions and don't put them in ridiculous areas around bunkers, then bunkers built into greens are a nice touch, in my opinion.
The wind's picked up here, blowing right to left.
I think there's one of them actually in where they play the Genesis. Tiger Woods is he hosts that event. I think it's one of the par 3s, has a bunker built into the green as well. Oh, that's
this
a red slow.
one sliced.
Thankfully it's going to be past all that water. This might even kick back out into the fairway. Not quite that much, but I think
Sending
that's
it here
light rough,
just in the-
which it is, so
Just in the first cut.
we'll get away with it. There's a better strike at least. Big hop. I didn't quite get
Good
all the way up
job.
there,
We're
but it's
on
not bad.
green.
It's a decent recovery.
And here we have a 16-foot putt. Well, it's heading towards the hole.
Oh, just lacked a little bit more
Just a
break, a
little
little bit
too
more
much
pace, or a
power.
little bit more break, whatever you
Here
like.
we go. Par putt. Let's do it.
That's a pity.
There we go.
Have to settle for a par. We stay at 8 under par. 6
You're
holes
8
to
under
go.
par currently.
It's a 17 under leads through, or 12 under leads, sorry, through 17 holes. So we're still very much in this. We do need a good finish, and as I said, I imagine these
13th hole coming up.
closing holes are quite tough, judging by the scoring, but we're well able for that by now. This is another slow, but at least it wasn't red slow
Looks
that
like a
time.
fairway off the tee here. This is about 160 to the pin and 4 strokes back.
Oh, it's a tiny bit short. I didn't think it would be. I didn't
Nice
think it
shot.
would be.
That'll do. All right, we're
Need to hold a
lining
good
this one
putt now.
up 19
Give
feet
us some
away.
hope of catching the leaders.
Looking very nice.
We have hauled a good putt. I thought that was
Yeah.
sneaking away, but
That's
thankfully
gonna
we
do
hit that one
nicely.
firm enough. A good positive putt, and we get to 9 under.
And your score is currently 9 under par.
Alan Eastwood is up there now as well, 11 under through 15.
Got a right to left breeze on this hole.
And a tough par 3, wow. Genie Mac. A little bit in between clubs here, but I think we have to hit this one. Obviously, it's not really in between because you can't hit that one. This is probably the right club. I think the only hope you have here is just trying to bounce it onto the green and hoping for the best. I've hit it slow again, Jesus.
This approach is heading right at the pin.
Oh,
good luck on your
actually
second
jumped out of the
shot
bunker
here on the 14th.
Oh, that needs to slow down. Wow, that popped out. I did not expect that to go that far.
Okay, positive thoughts. Let's save par right here.
But that all comes from hitting it slow. If you're going to miss it anywhere, you'd want to miss that left, so you're chipping back up the hill, not back towards it. I just need to try and hold a putt. I feel like there's not much in this. It's all about getting the pace right. Just try and give it a chance. That's all you can do. Oh my god, yeah, I did say there wasn't much in it, to be fair. I didn't expect to hold it, but
from way
thankfully I adjusted it because initially I had the break. I was leaving the marker well out left of the hole, but thankfully I thought about it for a minute and put it back pretty much straight. I think at best there I was probably only going left lip, I think. Just had to hit it hard enough. So somehow we've got out of there with a par.
Okay, so that'll keep you at 9 under for the round.
12 under did finish in the lead. But Pinboy, Betka Boop, Alan, they have one hole left, and Alan I think has 2, so still a chance for Alan to get up there as well. Another par 5, the last of them. There we go, we needed a perfect there, no more of them slows. It's going to be unlikely, but...
Second shot here on the 15th.
Oh, wow. It's not easy.
Taking driver off the
just
fairway,
trying to run it somehow between that little gap. I mean, surely I haven't got it through there, have I? Oh my god, I did get it through that gap. It's not going to stop, but it was a hell of a gap to find. I mean, we'll have to look back at that because that was tiny, that little area there.
Okay, here's
Let's
our
have a
third
look.
shot. 3 strokes off the lead as well.
Yeah, it's a pretty narrow gap. In fairness, it is light rough though, so it was always going to get a bounce, but I don't think it touched the light rough, so take that shot that I just hit. Gave it a chance. It didn't release. It didn't release like I thought it was going to.
Well done.
It was uphill in fairness at the hole there. You can see the yellow slope, but
birdie.
Give it a good run.
Work out here today as
10 under par.
Down the final stretch, we are at 10 under par.
We need to finish with 3 birdies in a row here if we want to take the lead. 12 under leads.
Here we go. Let's stick this one nice and close.
This is not the easiest of par 3s again. Need to hit a good one here. And we haven't.
We're going to want to make a move up that leaderboard sooner.
For some reason I always struggle with the hybrid. It's the one that I really struggle to get the timing with. I don't know why. Because it shouldn't be the case.
For this putt. Good
Need
luck.
another good putt here. Oh, I don't think I've hit that. Please tell me the line is wrong. The line was wrong, and I did hit it, so I thought for certain that one was going to be short.
Look at the old scorecard here.
Unfortunately, now all we can do is tie. Surely we're not going to tie at 12
now
under again, are we? It's becoming a common theme.
Let's see what happens here. We got a long par 4 for this one. Oh, wonderfully struck.
I have to say the timing hasn't been great now in this round, but still played okay. I mean, if you're only hitting tiny slows or tiny fast, you're not going to be punished too much. There we go. Well, that's not a tiny slow. That's just horrible. Horrible swing line, horrible tempo. Not good at all.
Done. This one's a 21-footer.
too hard, I think. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Did through the break there at the end,
All
too
we
firm.
have to do is sink this putt. And get
So
your
we won't be
par.
finishing for a tie for the
Well
lead
done.
this week, unfortunately, but only the 3 birdies on the back 9. That's been the problem. We would have been well in the hunt if not for that. But to be honest, this back 9 hasn't been that easy. But we're going to come to this 18th hole. I think this was the problem some people had. So let's have a look.
Wind is blowing left to right on this one.
It's been a beautiful course, I have to say, and the sort of time of day we're playing at as well, with the sun shining. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Let's have a look at this green.
And this is about 165 yards or so to the pin. You're 2 strokes off the lead.
Yeah, you can see a little bit why people are annoyed. The slope, or the pin, literally is right smack bang in the middle of that orange slope, which that would not be allowed in real life golf. Obviously, there has to be a certain amount of distance between the slope and the pin. So yeah, I can see this being tricky. Let's see where that ends up. I hit it good, but I don't think I judged the wind right at all. No.
Nothing wrong with that. Safely on the green.
Tough pin position though, for sure.
A final score of 61 today. Oh, this one could drop.
Decent effort, but is it going to stop there next to the hole? Probably not. Yeah, you can see a little bit why people would be
on that one.
Be unhappy with that. But to be fair, it's one hole out of an entire 18. I don't think I've noticed any problems with any other hole.
Going towards that hole.
Thankfully, we've made that one to, at the very least, keep a clean scorecard. To be honest, I'm happy enough to go bogey free around there. There's a couple of tricky little holes, particularly on that back 9. Obviously, that pin position. Pin position leaves a lot to be desired, it has to be said, but I had fun as always, and I finished just outside the top 5. There's a load of people on 11, 12 under leads. But yeah, I enjoyed it as always, and I hope you did as well. And if you did, please do hit that like button. I would really appreciate that. And if you are new to the channel, please do hit subscribe. Tripping up over my own words. But yeah, we're nearly at 200 subscribers, so I'd love to get there very, very soon, and that would be another milestone checked off the list. So appreciate all the support, it really does mean a lot, and I will see you again during the week. Peace out, guys.